how to make a WordPress website step-by-step Elementor tutorial.
Hey, what's going on guys? This is Fahad, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to make a fully functional WordPress website step by step. In this tutorial you can learn how to create any website design that you can possibly imagine. Specifically in this tutorial I will show you how to create an app landing website, but following the principle of this tutorial you can make any kind of website. We're gonna be using an awesome drag and drop page builder plugin that allows you to have 100% control over the customization of your website. And it's super easy to use and there is no coding involved at all. So whether you are a complete beginner or you have made a website before, this tutorial will show you how to create a beautiful, fully functional website like this. That's 100% responsive on mobile device, tablet and desktop. I will show you how to make a header, navigation, jump buttons, so when you click on any menu item that jumps to the specific part of the page. I will show you how to create a logo for free using an online tool and how to use that on your website. I will show you how to change text and fonts. I will show you how to create buttons and customize them however you like. I will show you how to add your own photos and backgrounds to the site. How to add YouTube or Vimeo videos as background. I will show you how to add an image gallery with a nice slider and how to make a number counter with nice animation. I will show you how to create a service or overview section. Also how to create a cool looking featured section like this. How to add your social media links into your website. I will show you how to create a working contact form so people can contact with you easily from inside of your website. I will show you how to make a custom footer by yourself. How to make your privacy policy disclaimer pages very easily. I will show you how to make your website 100% responsive for mobile device, tablet and desktop, and so on. We will be creating all of this just by dragging and dropping. You don't need to know a single line of coding. So first, let me introduce myself, the Instructor. My name is Fahad. I'm a professional web developer. I have been developing websites for more than 10 years now. I started my career as a freelance web developer on a website called Odesk. Right now it's upwork.com, whatever. I'm not regular on that website because I get a lot of website orders from my personal website, that's jimfahaddigital.com. If you want, you can also contact me through my website, but you don't have to do that because by following this tutorial you can make your own website by yourself. I'm telling all this beforehand only to make sure that you're learning from a real web developer. Now let's get started. Okay, so before we get started, why are we using WordPress? Well, because WordPress is the world's most popular website builder on the market. So you may see ads for Wix or Squarespace or other website builders, but unlike those, WordPress is free and it powers more than 30% of all websites on the entire internet, which is a lot of freaking websites. So needless to say, it's the best way to make a website. Now in this tutorial I will be showing you how to get a domain name which is about $5, but I will also show you how you can get your domain name for free for the first year. And I will also be showing you how to get web hosting which is about $2 to $7. That's all, there's no other hidden cost. So what is web hosting? Well, web hosting is just renting space on a server that's connected to the internet so that you can fill the server with all of your pictures and videos and text and other media to build your website and then publish it for the world to see. Web hosting is a must-have if you want to own your own website. There is no other way around it. Now there are such things as free websites, but there are a lot of downsides of that. You will not own your own domain name. it would be something like your domain name.wix.com or your domain name.squarespace.com or whoever is hosting this free website for you. You cannot upload plugins to help with the functionality of your website, and you are also limited to a very small number of themes for the customization of your website, and you can't upload new ones. You also cannot monetize your website with ads in order to make money with it, and your website could be deleted at any point if the hosting provider feels like you have violated their terms of service. So that's why I recommend getting own web hosting. Okay, so let's get started. And before moving forward, please make sure you liked this video and subscribe this YouTube channel. Otherwise, you may not find this kind of valuable video into your home feed next time. So now, please pause the video for 2 seconds to give this video a like and subscribe this YouTube channel. I'm waiting. And you will find timestamp in the description, so you can jump any specific part you need. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is to get a domain name and web hosting. And I will provide you my special link, so you will get a discount around 50%. Then we will install WordPress. Then we will install a free theme and a free page builder called, Elementor. Then we will start creating our amazing website. So let's now first get our domain name and web hosting. If you have your domain name and web hosting already, you can skip this part. If not, then follow along. So first, just click on the very first link in the description below this video, or you can go to jimfahaddigital.com/hosting. And this will take you to a special discounted Bluehost page. So why Bluehost? In my opinion, Bluehost is the best web hosting provider. I'm a web developer. I tried so many other web hosting companies. I don't want to mention their name, but I personally ended up using Bluehost. Hundreds of my clients using Bluehost, and they never complain about using it. If you see my Bluehost account, I have hosted tons of websites here, and I never get a downtime. Their customer support is really cooperative in case you need any help, and their price is really affordable. That's why I always recommend Bluehost. So now click on Get Started. Here you can see their different plans. The main difference between them, with the basic plan, you can host only one domain. You can take their Plus or Choice Plus plan if you want to host unlimited domains. Also, you can take their Pro plan if you have millions of visitors on your website already. I recommend starting with the basic plan. Then in future, you can upgrade that anytime. Now let's select the basic plan. Now we will select our domain name. If you already have a domain name that you want to use, you can just go ahead here on the right. But for now, I'm gonna get a new one. Now here, let's try for something like apple.com and click next. It says the domain apple.com cannot be used on Bluehost. Please try a different domain name. It should be because we cannot take that, because we all know that's Apple's official website. So we will be typing our own domain name here. And also, if you click on the right side, you can see .site, .net, .info websites. I always recommend to take .com websites because it looks more professional and legit. So I'm gonna type here, let's say our elementor.com, as we are going to make our website through Elementor Page Builder. And now click on next. It says our elementor.com is available. That's awesome. And here we need to put our account information. I'm putting mine here really fast, only to not make you bored. Okay, here you can see the business name field. If you don't have a business, just keep it blank or put your full name. But here's the most important thing, that's your email address. Make sure you put your correct email address, because after completing purchase, a receipt will be sent to that email address. So make sure you put your best email address here. Alright, now scroll down. Here's the package information. and it's automatically set to 36 months. And this is gonna be your cheapest plan. So yes, you're paying for 36 months upfront, but it comes out to only around $3.95 a month. So this is 50% off. That's gonna be your biggest discount. Now what I recommend is to just do 12 months if you don't want to commit to the 36 months or 24 months. It's still 33% saving and it's only around $5.95 a month. And you also have your domain name for 12 months. So no more additional cost for your domain for these 12 months. And here you got package extras. First, here is the option for domain privacy. Having domain privacy is good, and I always recommend having domain privacy so no one gets to know who is the owner of the website. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm deselecting this one. Let's click on turn it off. Because I don't want to hide myself at this moment, I want to be transparent, so if anyone knows I own this website, I have no problem. You can keep this one checked if you want, not a big deal. I'm also deselecting all other options they are offering. We actually don't need that. They are just upselling their stuff. Alright, now you can see the price is now only $71.40 for the full year, including the domain. That's awesome. And I'm legally obligated to tell you that this is my affiliate link. So I do get a little bit of commission off of this, but it does save you a ton of money. And it helps fund these free YouTube tutorials what I'm doing. So everybody wins. I really appreciate it. And here is the payment information. I'm putting my credit card number here, expiration date and CVV code. Then select this one here so that you are agreed to their terms and policy. Now click on submit. It says your purchase was a success. Also, you can see here is your receipt. They will also send it to your email. I'm also waiting to get that email. Meantime, we can create our Bluehost account. So let's click on this create account button here. Here's the domain name that's automatically selected. Now let's create our password. Create a really strong password combining capital letters, numbers, special characters. You know how to make a strong password. And then retype the password in the second field. Now check this once again that you have agreed with their terms and policy. Now click on create account. I already have received an email to confirm my purchase. So I'm opening my email. You will also get an email like this. Then click here, verify your email. It's very important. So it's now verified. Awesome. Now let's log in into our Bluehost account with the domain name and password we have just created. If you're logging in for the first time, you may see a pop-up like this. Like it says, let's create a website. Bluehost actually want to help you to make the website. Just click at the very bottom there. I'm not creating a website because I will be showing you everything step by step. And skip all of these pop-ups because we don't need any of that. Cool! We have successfully registered our domain name and web hosting. Congratulations! So far, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I will try my best to help you personally. So now we can move on to step number 2, which is to install WordPress. And for some reason, if you logged out, then log in again. Now from left menu bar, click on My Sites. Then you can click here Create Site or here Create a WordPress Site. I'm clicking here. So let's now add a site name and site tagline. We can change that anytime. So I'm putting a site name Jim Fahad Production and site tagline It Deserved to Be Seen. Now let's click on Advanced. Here you need to put your email address, your username and password for your WordPress. So I'm putting my email address here. WordPress admin username, I want to name it Jim Fahad. And here let's put a password. Do you want to see my password? I'm clicking here on show. So it's ABC123. I will of course show you how you can change it later. So for now, click on next, close this browser pop-up. Now it says where we want to install our WordPress. So make sure you keep this directory blank, and here is your domain name selected, and Bluehost here is suggesting some free plugins, but we don't need that. Let's deselect this all. Now click next. Awesome, it says WordPress installed successfully. Now you can copy this information right here and save that somewhere on your computer where you can access it again later. And click here to show your password. Actually, I intentionally gave this an easy password, that's ABC123. Never ever use this kind of easy password. I'm showing you shortly how you can change that password. We can now sign into WordPress by clicking here, but this is not the usual way, because all the time you cannot log in this way, I mean from this page, this button, right? So you should get used to signing into WordPress all the time is by going up to a new window and typing in your domain name /wp-admin. So I'm typing here my domain name ourelementor.com /wp-admin and click enter. So we can see our WordPress login page here. That means WordPress has installed successfully. Sometimes it takes 30 minutes to 24 hours to process this installation, and this process is called propagation. It basically has to let everyone know that, hey, this new domain name now exists and registered. But we can see our website instantly. They actually say it might take 30 minutes to 24 hours, but I've been using Bluehost for more than 10 years. I always get domain live immediately. Actually, that's another reason why I love Bluehost. So now you know that your domain name is working. So go ahead and just gonna type in my name, which was the user that I created, and I'm gonna type that easy password ABC123. You can click this eye icon to show it. Now let's click on login. Okay, so we are now logged into WordPress dashboard or WordPress admin panel, whatever you say. So first let me familiarize you with the WordPress admin panel or dashboard. Let's first close all this notification by clicking on this X. Let's click here, also this one. Let's now minimize this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Just cleaning things up a little bit. So the first thing I want to do, I want to change that easy password ABC123 that we have created a moment ago. So to change our password, first let's go to this very left tab or navigation. Here you can see users. Hover over on this, and from there click here on your profile. So from here you can see you can change your admin color scheme by clicking this, or blue or coffee. Let's keep the default one, because no matter what scheme you select, no one can see that except you. Okay, let's scroll down. Here you can see the first name, last name. So you can set your name or you can change that from here. Also you can change your email address from here. You can add your other website URL, your biographical information. Also you can change your profile picture by clicking here using Gravatar. So basically we wanted to change our password. So to change our password to a strong password, under account management you can see here new password. So let's click here generate password. If you want, you can keep this auto generated password by WordPress, and also you cannot remember this bizarre number. So if you want to set that, just copy it and save it into any other place on your computer so you can find it later. Or you can type a easily rememberable password by yourself. So I want to type a password. So let's first click on hide so you cannot see my password. I'm typing here my new password. It says weak, but for now I'm okay with it. So let's click here confirm use of weak password and click on update profile. Alright, so now from left menu here you can see settings. From there first let's click on general. So from here you can change your site title name, the tagline, and here you can see the URLs. You don't need to mess with these URLs. Also here you can change your email address and other default settings like time zone, language. All these basic settings you can do from this panel. And if you make any change, then don't forget to click here on Save Changes to save your work. And the next settings I want to show you here under the Settings tab, you can see permalinks. Let's click here. So by default permalink settings is the plain one, but I want to change it to this post name option. The reason is you can see here our domain name and then / the sample post. Let's say if you create a separate page like about us. So what should the URL look like for that about us page? That should look like our domain name then / about us, not our domain name and then / and these bizarre numbers. That's why I'm selecting the post name option, and let's now click on Save Changes. Alright, now let me show you how you can create new pages or new posts. So let's first go to pages. So from left tab you can see here pages. From there let's click on all pages. So here you can see some pre-existing pages that came with WordPress by default. So if you don't want any of this, you can delete that. Like I want to delete the privacy policy page because we will create this page later, but I don't want the default one that came with WordPress. So to delete it, here you can see the trash. Let's click here. It's gone, but it's not permanently gone. If we now click here on trash, you can still see the privacy policy page inside trash. So if we want to delete it permanently, we need to click here, delete permanently. It's gone. Then if we want to create a new page, we need to click on this button says add new. I will show you that shortly. Before that, let's also have an overlook on posts. So from this left tab, if we hover over on posts, from there let's click on all posts. So like the pages, here you can also see a dummy blog post that came with WordPress by default, which is hello world blog post. So if you don't want to keep it, you can also click on this trash to delete it. And to create a new blog post, you need to click here on add new. So we will see all this more detailed a bit later. Before all of this, I want to install our theme. So to install our theme, from left here you can see appearance, hover over on it and you can see here themes. Let's click here. So here you can see some default themes that came with WordPress, but I don't want to use any of these because I personally don't like any of this. I want to use one of my favorite theme that's super lightweight and super fast to load, and it's one of the most popular themes right now. So to get it, let's click on this very big button, add new theme. Then from top tab, if we click on popular, here you can see this theme, the Astra theme. So for some reason, if you don't find it under popular tab, you can always search from here, typing Astra. So this one on the left, not the right one. So let's now click on install and then click on activate. Cool, it's activated successfully. Let's now click this pop-up, also this one. So basically, what is theme? Theme is basically the look and feel of your website. Like you already have seen lot of different themes. Those are basically the different looks and feels of your website. Like right now we have activated this Astra theme. So at this moment, if we want to see how our website is looking, from the top here you can see our site name and then you can see visit site. You can click here. I want to open it from a new tab, so I'm right clicking here and click on open link in new tab. So at this moment our website is looking like this. I know at this point it looks super boring, super ugly, but no worries, we will make our beautiful website out of it. But the thing I was going to explain about theme, as we have selected the Astra theme, that's why we can see our website like this. If we would select any other theme, then the whole look and feel of our website would be changed. I hope it makes sense. So we have successfully successfully activated our theme, let's now activate our page builder, my favorite Elementor Page Builder. And using that page builder, we will be creating our website from this ugly dirty look to a super modern website. So to activate our page builder, let's first go to jimfahaddigital.com/Elementor128. I will put this page's link in the description. So from that page, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see here important links, and then you can see here get Elementor link. So let's click here get Elementor. From this page, you can click here get started or here. Now here you can see a pop-up says, do you have a WordPress website? Yes, we have. So let's click here. Yes, I sure do. Click on continue. And here we need to put our website URL. You need to put your website URL here. I'm putting mine. So my website URL is our elementor.com, and we have HTTPS before that. So remember, you need to include HTTP or HTTPS with your website URL. And let's now go back. Here I'm putting my website URL. That's https our elementor.com. You will put your website URL where you want to install Elementor Page Builder. So let's now click here, check for WordPress. Cool, it says great, you are ready to install Elementor. Let's now click here, click to install. And from this page on the very right here, you can see install now. Let's click here. Now click on activate plugin. Cool, we have successfully installed our page builder. Now to get started with our website, we only need to install some other plugins. So first from left here you can see plugins. Let's click here on installed plugins. And here you can see some plugins that came with WordPress by default, but I don't want to use any of these plugins without the Elementor one. So I'm selecting other plugins, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Now from the top here you can see bulk actions. First let's click on deactivate and click on apply. So all those unnecessary plugins are deactivated, and this time I want to delete them. So without the Elementor Page Builder, I want to select all other, this one, this one, this one, and this time let's click again on bulk action, but I want to select the delete one, and let's now click on apply. And our browser pop-up says, I'm sure or not. Yes, I'm sure. Let's click on OK. Cool, our all unnecessary plugins are gone. By the way, in this tutorial we'll be using Elementor free version, but Elementor has its own pro version that has a lot more options. So if you want to use their pro version, you can click here go pro and you can purchase their pro plan. Okay, let's now add some other necessary plugins. So to add a new plugin, we need to click here at the top. Here you can see add new, or also under this plugins tab you will find add new, so you can click here or here. And now then on the right we can search for our necessary plugins. But before installing any plugin, let me tell you what are basically plugins. Plugins are extra features or add-on like things that add extra functionalities to your website. Like if we go to popular tab, you can see here contact form 7, Yoast SEO plugin. Like on your phone, you have different applications like Facebook, Instagram, and you use those apps for different purpose. Like that, these plugins are extra features for your website. So here first I'm searching for essential add-ons. This one here you can see essential add-ons for Elementor, and you can see here it already has 500,000 of installations, so of course it's a pretty good one. Let's now click on install now and then click on activate. And then I want to install another plugin, so let's click on add new, and this time I'm searching for WPForms. So here, this one, contact form by WPForms. By using this plugin, we will be creating our contact form, so it will make our life more easier. Let's now click here on install now, and then click on activate. Awesome, our necessary plugins are activated successfully. Also on the left tab, you can see here new tab added, WPForms. Also here essential add-ons added. Alright, we are almost ready to go. So at this moment our website is looking like this. If we refresh it now, it's still the same because we have not done anything with our website. So the first thing, I want to create our menu or navigation on the right side here. So to create our menu, let's go back to our WordPress dashboard here, and from left you can see here appearance. From there, let's now click here on menus. Now first give it a name. I want to name it main menu. You can name it anything because no one can see it. And let's now click on create menu. Then from left you can see here options for pages or posts or custom links, like that. So if you have different pages and if you want to create this menu to link your other pages, you can do it from here. Like we only have our sample page right now that came with WordPress by default. If you want to add this page inside the menu, you need to click here. You need to check this and click on add to menu. Here on the right, it's added. So whenever you will create a new page, you can see that page in this place. Then you can always select that and you can add to that main menu by clicking here on add to menu. But in this navigation, instead of pages, I want to use custom links because I want to make this navigation. So instead of linking our menus to other pages, I want to link the menus to the different part of our page. You can see that shortly. For now, let's create the menu. So I want to name the first item to home, and URL, I want to keep the URL hashtag and then top. Why is that? I will explain that a little bit later. For now, just follow along. Let's now click here add to menu. Then I want to add another one. I want to name it screenshots. Also, I want to keep the URL hashtag screenshots. Let's make the S lowercase like this, and now click add to menu. And not to make you bored, I'm creating more custom links really quick. Alright, I have created some more menu items, and here we can still see the sample page that we have added at the beginning. So I don't want that, I want to delete it. So let's click on this icon and click on remove. It's gone. Also, if you want to change the order, like after home instead of screenshots, if you want the overview at the top of screenshots, just drag this at the top of screenshots like this. Like that, simple. But I want to keep the screenshots under the home. Alright, now from bottom here you can see menu settings, and here you can see display location. I want to select this one to primary menu, and let's now click on save menu. Now let's go back to our page and refresh it. Cool, so we can now see our menus that we have just created. And then on the left side, I want to add our logo, but we will do that a bit later because I will also show you how to create a logo very easily, so you can create your own logo and put that on your website. So I will show you that shortly. Otherwise, we are almost ready to go. Let's now create our home page. So to create a new page, we can go back to our dashboard, and from here, pages, then you can click on add new. This is one way. Also, there is another way, like from here on this top black tab, if you hover over on this new, you can see you have options for adding new post, media, page, like this. As we want to create a new page, let's now click on page. As we are creating our very first page, WordPress wants to guide us, but I'm here to show you everything. So let's now click this to close this dialog, and here you can see it on full screen. We cannot see the left bar, so to minimize it, go to very right on these three dots, click here, and here you can see the full screen mode is turned on by default. Let's click here again. Cool, so full screen mode is now turned off. I don't know why WordPress make the full screen mode by default. It really annoys me. Okay, so we were going to make our home page. So I want to name our home page to home. And let's now click here on the right top. Here you can see publish, click here. Again, it says, are you ready to publish? Yes, we are ready. Let's now click on publish. It says our home is now live. So now if we have a look from top left, if we now click on visit site, I'm again opening it from a new tab. Still we cannot see our home page here, but we have created our home page instead of that page. Why we can see here hello world? What's the reason? Okay, we have created our home page, but we didn't tell WordPress that to make that page as our home page. So to make that newly created page as our home page, we need to click here on customize. And from this customizer, if we have a look here on the left, you can see home page settings. Let's click here, and you can see here your home page displays. Let's now click here a static page. Here is the option for home page. Let's click here, and now I want to select that home page we have just created to make it our home page. So let's now click here. Cool. I know there is nothing special, but at least we can understand this is the page we have just created. Let's now click on publish, and now click on this X to exit. Okay, so this is the most exciting part. I know we all are waiting for this part. Right now we will start creating our beautiful website by dragging, dropping, and clicking. So let's do it. Let's now click here on edit page. Now click on edit with Elementor. Alright, so we are now inside Elementor Page Builder. So here on the left, everything you can see, all these are Elementor elements. And here on the right side, this is our main canvas, or this is our main website. Basically, we will just drag the elements from this left bar and drop it to the right side of our website. So in this way, we will create our amazing website. But before we start creating our website using this amazing page builder, I want to make you familiarize with the fundamental of this page builder. So you only need to understand three major fundamental things. If you understand these easy three things, you can make any design inside of your website using this amazing page builder. So what are those three fundamental things? Those are section, column, and element. So whenever you want to create a new design or new section of your website, you will have to take a new section for that. So section is the most outer thing. Then inside a section, you can take multiple columns. Like inside of a single section, you can take 2 column, 3 column, 4 column, like that. And inside of each column, you can take multiple elements or widgets. Actually, element and widgets are same thing. Sometimes I say elements, sometimes I say widgets. So basically those are same thing. Okay, so the section is the most outer thing. Then inside of a single section, you can take multiple columns. And inside of a column, you can take multiple elements or widgets. Really very easy concept. And this is all you need to understand. Okay, let's now go back to our real page builder. So like this image, if we first want to take a section, we need to click here on this plus icon. Then you can select different structures, like if you want to take 2-column structure, you can select this. Also there are options for 3 columns, 4 columns, like that. So first I want to take a structure with 2 columns, so I'm selecting this one. So this is our left column and this is our right column. Now let's say if you want to add a background on this whole section, you need to click here on these 6 dots. Okay, let's click on got it. So if you want to work on this section level, you need to click on these 6 dots. Now our section is selected, and on the left you will find the option whatever you want to do with this section. Let's say if you want to give it a height, you can click here on height to minimum height. See, it has got 400 pixels. As you can see here on the left, minimum height is 400. Also, if you want, you can increase it by dragging it to the right, or you can decrease it by dragging it to the left, like that. You can do it by pixel or VH or VW. For now, I want to do it in VH. VH means vertical height, and I want to make it 80. Also from here you can see the options for column position. By default it's middle. Also if you want, you can make it bottom or stretch or top. As we have selected our column position to bottom, so now you can see our columns positioned at the very bottom of this section. Also if you want to make this section full width, you can click here on stretch section, turn it on. Now let's go under style tab. Like if you want to add any background color, you need to click here on this classic or paintbrush tool icon and then click on color picker here. Now from this color picker you can select the background color of this section. And if you don't want any color, just click here on clear, so that background color is gone. Also here you will find the option for gradient. You can also add slideshow from here. You can add video background from here. Let's say if you want to put a YouTube video background here, let's just go to YouTube and copy the video URL from here. Let's now go back. Here you can see an option video link. Let's paste the URL here. Cool. So now you can see the video background. I'm just showing you what's possible, but for now I don't want this video background. I want to use a solid image here instead. So to do that, let's now click here on this classic icon again and then click on this image. Now let's go to upload files, click on select files. Now let's go inside images folder. I want to select this image. Let's now click on open. Now click on insert media. Now I want to adjust the position of this background. So from here you can see position. I want to make it center. Then here's the attachment. I want to make it fixed, and here's the option for repeat. I want to make it no repeat, and size I want to make it cover. So no matter how big the area is, the background image will cover all the area. That's why I have selected size to cover. Now at the top of this background, I want to use an overlay. So to do it, here you can see an option, background overlay. Let's click here, and I want to use a background overlay, a gradient overlay. So from here you can see background type. Let's click here on a gradient. Basically gradient means the mixture of two colors. Like here you can see the option for the primary color, and here is the option for second color. So let's first click on the primary color here, and I want to pick a black color. Now click outside. Also you can manage the location by dragging it. I want to keep it like this, 40, and here's the option for second color. Let's keep it a reddish color like this, maybe a bit more like this red color. And if you want to save this red color to use on other place of this page builder, you just need to click here on this add picked color, so we can reuse this color on the other part of our website. We can see that shortly. So now click outside, and here location, let's make it 90 like this. Also, if you want, you can change the angle like this. You can see the changes. Let's keep it 150 like this. Alright, so we are now working with our section level. You may remember to work on a section level, we have clicked on these 6 dots. Then if you want to do anything on column level, so these are our columns. Here is our left column and here is our right column. Like if you want to do anything on column level, you need to click here on this column icon. So on the left now you can see the options for this layout. Here is also the option for style. Let's say if you want to add a different background color only on this column, you just need to now go here, background type, click here. Let's say you want to add a white background color on this column like this, or red like this. I'm not gonna use background color on this column. I'm just showing you how to do it. Okay, so now first I want to add an image inside this left column. So to do that, I'm clicking on this plus icon. So you can always click on this plus icon or this Rubik's Cube icon to find all these available elements. Like I said, first I want to add an image inside the left column. So I'm dragging the image from the left and I'm dropping it inside the left column here. Now let's click here on choose image. Again, let's go to upload files and click on select files. I want to select this image. Let's now click open. Now click on insert media. It's added, but it looks super big. So the first thing I want to do, I want to reduce the column width. To do it, let's click on this column icon again. Now go to layout and here you can see column width. I want to make it 40% like this. And also you can see a little bit space underneath this hand. I don't want that, and that's coming from the default padding of this column. So let's now click on advanced. Here you can see the option for padding. Let's make it 0, but I want to add some padding on the right. So for that, first we need to unlink or unbind the padding by clicking here. Then here you can see the right. I only want to add some padding on the right, maybe 2 pixel, or let's make it in EM. So I only want to give 2 pixel padding on the right. And at this moment you can see there is no breathing space at the top of this section. Right now we are on the advanced tab of this column. So first we need to click on this 6 dot to select this section level. This time let's go to advanced and I only want to add some padding at the top. So let's first unbind the link and add 100 pixel padding at the top like this. Much better now. Okay, now on the right column, first I want to add a heading. So first we need to click on this Rubik's Cube icon and then here you see element heading. You can say it heading element or heading widget, same thing. So let's now drag this heading widget to the right column here. So first I want to change the text. So to change your text, you can type over the screen here, or you can type it from this left box here. I want to type it on screen from here. So I want to type here perfect landing page 2. Then I hit enter to give it a line break. Now I want to write showcase your app. So if you now want to change anything on this heading widget, you need to click on this pencil icon. Like when you work on any section level, you need to click on 6 dots. When you work on any column level, you need to click on this column icon. On the same way, when you work on any element level, you need to click on this pencil icon here. Now on the left side, you can see all the available options for this specific widget or element. So we are now working on our heading element. So at the top you can see edit heading. That makes us sure we are working on the heading. So from here you can see by default it's heading 2, but if you want you can make it heading 1 or heading 3. Let's keep it heading 2. Also you can change the alignment to left aligned or centered or right aligned. I want to keep it left aligned. Now let's go under style tab. Here's the option for text color. So let's click on this color picker. I want to make it white, so I'm dragging it to the very top left. Now click outside and now click on typography. So from here first you can see the font family option. Right now it is the default font. If you want to change it you can do it from here. Like if you select the Times New Roman, it's changed. Also if you want to change it to this one, it changed to that, but actually I like the default one, so I'm keeping it default. And from here you can increase or decrease the font size. Like you can make it very big or very small. I want to make it 60 pixel. And here is font weight. I want to make it really light, maybe 200. And here you can see the option for line height. You can increase it like this. It's too much. I want to keep it 1.2. Also here is the option for letter spacing. So if we drag it to the right, the letter spacing is increasing, and if we drag it to the left, letter spacing is decreasing, but I want to keep it default, so let's just remove it. And I think the font size 60 pixel is too much. Let's decrease it a little bit. Let's keep it 55. Okay, and I want to make the underneath line bold. So to do it, I'm just selecting the line, and here you can see a tooltip. From there, let's just click on this bold icon, and I want to make this underneath line to bold. So let's just triple click here, and now from this tooltip click on this bold icon, so it's bolded instantly. Cool. Now underneath this heading I want to add a paragraph. So to do that, let's now click again on this Rubik's Cube icon, and here's the text editor. Let's just drag this under the heading here. Now here, instead of this text, I want it to say this. So like the heading, you can change it from the left editor, or you can type it on screen here. Alright, now let's go to under style tab. Here's the text color option. I also want to make it white. Also, here's the option for alignment left, centered, or right. I want to keep it left aligned, and then go to advanced tab. You can also set margin padding for this specific text. Like if you want to give it 10 pixel of margin all around it, you can do it from here. Like if we want to add 10 pixel of margin like that, but instead of that I want to give it in percentage, and let's unbind it. I want to give it 40% right margin, -2%, so give it a minus margin. I'm clicking on this down arrow here like this. Actually, I'm just showing you how to give a negative margin. Alright, now under this paragraph I want to add 2 buttons, as we're creating an app landing page. So here I want to put 2 buttons. One button for Apple Store and another button is for Google Play Store. So let's do it. Click on this Rubik's Cube icon. First, I want to take an inner section here. So I'm dragging an inner section underneath the paragraph here. Now let's click on Rubik's Cube icon again. And here you can see the option for button. So this is the button widget. Let's drag this inside the left inner column here. We can see our button here. By default it says click here. Instead of that, if you want it to say like download from App Store, so you can type the text from here on the left. Then here you can put the App Store link, and here is the alignment option. You can make it centered or right aligned like this. Let's keep it left aligned for now. Then here's the option for size. So by default it's small. You can make it medium or large or extra small like this. Also, you can add icon by clicking here. Here is all the font awesome available icons. Let's say if you want to select this checkmark icon, select this one and now click on insert. You can see the check icon on the left. If you want to position it on the right side, from left you can see icon position. Let's select the after. See, the icon is now on the right side. Also, if you want to adjust the space in between the icon and the text, you can do it from here like this. You can increase it more or decrease it. I want to keep it default. Now let's go to under style tab. From here you can change the text color, background color. Like right now you can see it's green, but if you want to make it red, just click on the background color. Let's drag it to a red color, or maybe this red color. Then if you want to change the text color, you can do it from here. Like you can make it black, red or white. Then here is the option for border type. If you want to add a border, you can do that from here. So I'm selecting border type to solid and I want to give it a 2 pixel width. You can change the border color from here like this. Let's keep it white. Also, you can add border radius with it. If I give it 10 pixel of border radius, you can see the corners are now rounded. Also, you can increase it more like this. Let's keep it 30 like that. And here also you will find the option for adding padding. So if we now give it 10 pixel of padding or more, like 15 pixel, it now gets more breathing space, but I think the default one is fine. Also, now let's go to the top and go under advanced tab. From here you can also add the margin like this, or padding from here as well like this. Alright, but you know what, I don't wanna keep this button. I'm just showing you how to do a button. So you can now create any kind of a button by yourself. So now I want to delete this button. So to delete it, I'm right clicking here on this pencil icon and let's click on delete. Because instead of that button here, I want to use an image. So let's now drag an image widget inside the left column here. Let's now choose the image from here. Let's go to upload files, select files. Let's upload these two together so we can use the other one next time. Let's now click on open. So for the left one, I want to use the App Store. Now click on insert media. Here we go. And I want to make it alignment to left. And here's the option for putting the link. Let's now click here and I want to select custom URL because here I want to put the app download link from the App Store. And as I don't have my own app, but you know, I like Nike a lot. So only for demonstration purpose, I'm putting the Nike app link here. So I'm taking their App Store page link and let's put it to the link field here like that. And on the right column, let's click here on this plus icon. Let's drag image widget here on the right column. Now select the choose image. This time I want to select the Google Play Store icon, not icon actually, the image, and click on insert media. Here we go. Also I want to make it alignment to left and link. Let's make it custom URL. And here I want to put Nike's Play Store download page link from here. So let's go to our Elementor Page Builder and I'm pasting that download page link here. Alright, now you can see these two buttons are far away from each other. So I want to make them closer. So to do that, just put your cursor in between these two and drag this to the left like this, until you are happy with the spacing. Okay, let's keep it like this. So now when any visitor click on this App Store button, they will go to the Nike's App Store download page, and if they click on this Google Play button, that will take them to the Nike's Google Play page or Google Play download page. Cool. Now the last thing I want to do with this section, I want to make this column vertically centered. So to do it, let's click here on this column icon here. Then from left you can see here vertical align. Let's make it middle. Cool, it looks perfect right now. So our first section, our top banner section is done. Let's now create our next section. By the way, I forgot to tell about a very important thing. That is, whenever you do any change and you are happy with that, you need to click here on this update button to save your work. If you forget to click on this update button after doing any change, it won't be saved and you will lose all of your hard works. So each time if you make any change, don't forget to click on this update button. Alright, now let's create our next section. By the way, if you want to download all these images I have been using for this website, you can go to jimfahaddigital.com/elementor128. I will put the page's link on the description. So from that page here under important links, you can see here download the images plus templates I use in this tutorial. Just click here. Then you will get all these images I have used for this tutorial all together. Not only images, you will also get the templates. Alright, now let's go back to our Elementor Page Builder and let's now create our next section. So to create our next section, we need to click here on this plus icon, and this time let's select the single column structure. I also want to make this one stretch section to turn on, and now let's go under style tab because I want to give it a background color. So from here background type, click on this paintbrush tool icon, click on this color picker. I want to use that red color. Now click outside and go under advanced tab because I want to add some padding at the top and bottom of this section. So let's first unbind the padding, and I want to add 100 pixel padding at the top and 100 pixel padding at the bottom like this. Now here inside this section I want to add a heading first. So let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon and drag a heading inside this section here. Now here on this heading I want it to say the best startup app for your business, and you know by default it's heading 2. I want to make the alignment to centered. Now let's go under style tab. Let's make the text color to white. Now let's click on typography. Font size, I want to make the font size to 50 pixel, and font width, let's make it 200. Alright, I'm good with it, and let's now go to under advanced tab. I don't want any extra margin, so I want to give it margin 0 like this. Now here underneath this heading I want to add a counter, so where actually I want to show the download numbers of the app. Okay, so let's now click on this Rubik's Cube icon, and here I'm searching for counter. So this one, let's drag this under the heading here. You see it appears with a nice animation from 0 to 100. Here I actually want to show the download number, so it starts from 0. Let's say we have got 250,000 downloads on our app, like 245k 563 downloads. Also here you have options for prefix or suffix. Like if you want to add a prefix, let's add here a plus. So a plus icon is added at the before of the number. Let's remove this. If you want to add that number as suffix, like if you add here plus, so you can see the plus icon at the right side of this text. Also if you don't want this comma separator, you can disable it from here by deselecting this. But I want that, and also I don't want this plus suffix, so I'm removing this, and here instead of cool number I want it to say downloads. Now let's go to under style tab. First here is the option for styling the number, this. So I want to make the text color to white, and then let's click on typography. I want to make the font weight to 900 like this. Alright, now let's click on title. That means this download text. I also want to make this color to white like this, and let's now click on typography. I want to make the font size to 30 pixel, font weight to, let's make it 200, and here's the option for transform. So from here, if you want, you can make it to all lowercase or all uppercase like this. Yes, I like this one. And here is the option for letter spacing. Let's now increase it maybe 10. Yep, it looks good. Now let's go to the top and let's go under advanced tab. Here I only want to add some margin at the bottom, so let's unlink or unbind the margin, and only bottom I want to add 25 pixel. Alright, now underneath this I want to add a slider or a carousel where I want to show some screenshots of our app. So let's now click on this Rubik's Cube icon again, and here I'm searching for carousel. Here it is, image carousel. Actually there are more carousel, but you can see here a lock icon because it's under Elementor Pro. So if you purchase Elementor Pro, you can use all these widgets or pro elements, but for this one I want to use the free one. So let's now drag this image carousel under this downloads here. Now inside this carousel, let's add some images. So to add images, let's click here on this plus icon. Now go to upload files, click on select files, and I want to use all these screenshots. So I'm selecting all this together, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, let's now click on open. All images are uploaded. Let's now click on create a new gallery. From here you can order or reorder the images. Also by clicking here reverse order, you can reverse all the images. Alright, now click on insert gallery. Here it is. Let's now customize it. So first here you can see image size. I want to make it full size like this. Oops, it's super big. Okay, so here you can see slides to show. I want to make it 4. Much better. Slides to scroll default is fine. Image stretch, no. Here's the navigation option. I want both arrows and dots. Here you can see all the dots, and here is the arrows. If we click on any arrow, it slides to the left. If you click on this right arrow, it slides to the right. Same for the dots as well. Okay, now let's go under style tab. So from here you can select the arrow's position. By default it's inside. If you want, you can make it outside like this. It looks much better to me. Also you can control the size of these arrows by dragging it to the right like this. Okay, I want to keep it like this, 26 or 27. You can also change the color, but the default color is fine for me. And from here you can also increase the dot size. So to increase it, let's just drag it to the right like this. Let's keep it 10. Now let's click on image tab here, because right now you can see there is no breathing space in between the screenshots. So I want to add some spaces in between them. So here you can see spacing. Let's click here and click on custom. I want to increase it more. Let's keep it 45 pixel. Looks perfect for me. Also I don't want any external margin, so let's go under advanced tab. Here's the margin. Let's make it 0. Alright, we have completed our second section and it really looks super sleek. So we have completed our top banner, then our screenshots area. Let's now create our overview section. So now let's click on this plus icon to create our new section. Also this time I want to select this single column structure. Let's make the stretched section turned on, and I don't want to add any background color because I want to make this background color to white. But I want to add some padding at the top and bottom, so let's go under Advanced tab, unbind the padding. I want to add 100 pixel padding at the top and 100 pixel padding at the bottom. Now first here I want to add a heading, but you know what, we can just simply copy this heading from here. So right click here, click on copy, and now scroll down inside this section, right click here and click on paste. We cannot see it yet because the background color is white and our text color is white, so I want to change the text color. Let's go to under style tab, and here is the text color. I want to make it black like this. Also instead of the same heading text like this, I want to change the text. So instead of this text, I want to change it to this text. Present your app to the world. Maybe after that let's click here, and I want to give it a line break by hitting enter, and let's write with JFD apps, apps like this, and I want to make the second line bold. So you know, just triple click here and click on bold from this tooltip like this, and you see there is no space in between these two lines. So let's go under the style tab, click on typography. Let's increase the line height a bit. It's too much. Let's keep it 1.2 like this. Awesome. Now here underneath this heading, I want to add some icon boxes. So first click on the Rubik's Cube icon, and I want to drag an inner section underneath this heading here. Let's click on this inner section grab icon because I want to add some margin at the top. So let's go under Advanced tab, unbind the margin. I only want to add some margin at the top, maybe 50 pixel like this, and then inside the left column here from elements, I'm searching for icon box. So here it is, icon box. Let's drag this inside this column. So here instead of this is the heading, I want it to say full responsive, as we're trying to give the overview of our app. So let's say it's one of our overview, it's full responsive, and then if you want to change this icon, you can do that from here. Let's click on this icon box. So here I'm searching for a better icon. Let's search here for object. I like this one, so I'm selecting this one, and let's now click on insert. Alright, now let's go under style tab here. So here's the primary color. I want to make it the red color. Then here is the spacing. By default it's 15. If you want to increase that like this, you can do that, but default 15 is fine for me. Then here is the size option. If you want to increase it, you can do that by dragging it to the right, but the default one is fine for me, so I'm removing this. And also here is an interesting thing, is the rotate option. Like if you drag it to the right, you can see it's rotating on the clockwise like this. So if you want, you can do that on your personal need, but for now I want to keep it default. Okay, let's now click on this content tab. By default the alignment is centered, vertical alignment top is fine. Let's make the title spacing to 10, and title color I want to make it a bit ash looking color or a bit black looking color, maybe something like this. Okay, and as you know, I want to save this color to use it next time, so I'm clicking here on this plus, so this color is added on our palette. Alright, now let's click on title typography. From here I want to make the font size to 20 pixel, and font weight let's make it 400, and then here's the option for letter spacing. I want to make it 1.6 like this. Alright, now let's work on description color. So let's click on this color picker picker. I want to make the color to 616161. That's also a ash looking color. Let's now click on typography. I want to make the font size to 14 pixel. Font weight, let's make it 300, and here is the letter spacing. Also let's make it 1.6. Alright, we're doing good. Now let's scroll up a bit. Now let's go under Advanced tab, because I want to add margin and padding all around with this icon box. So I want to add 15 pixel of margin all around with it, and also 15 pixel of padding all around it, like this. Now I want to create 2 more icon boxes, but luckily we don't have to do that one by one. We can just duplicate it. So to do that, just right click on this column icon here and click on duplicate. Let's do this one more time. Right click on this column icon and click on duplicate. And here on the right we can see an empty column. Right click here, because we don't need that. Click on delete. Now here, instead of full responsive, I want to change the text to well documented. Also I want to change this icon from here. I'm searching for window. Let's select this one and click on insert. Also on the right column here, instead of fully responsive, I want it to say real-time data, and I want to change the icon from here. Let's select this one and click on insert. Awesome. So we have completed our overview section as well. Let's now create our next really creative section. You may see this kind of section layout on different websites, but now you will see how to do that, so you can do that as well by yourself. Now we will be creating our features section. First, let's click on this plus icon as usual. Also, I want to select this single structure. Let's make this one also stretch. Now let's go under style tab. I want to give it a solid background color. Let's click on this color picker. It's a off-white color, F9 F9 F9. So this off-white color. Now let's go under advanced tab here, because I want to add some padding at the top and bottom. So unlink the padding here. Let's add 100 pixel padding at the top and 100 pixel padding at the bottom. Then here again, first I want to add a heading. So what we can do, we can just copy this heading by right clicking here, copy, and let's go underneath here, right click and click on paste. Cool, but here instead of this text, I want to change it to this. It says JFD apps offers a wide range of features, because it's our features section. So underneath this heading, I want to add a paragraph. Let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon and let's now drag a text editor widget underneath this heading. Let's first change this text to this. And then let's go under style tab. I want to make the alignment to centered. The text color is fine for me. Let's click on typography. I want to make the font weight to 300, and here letter spacing, let's make it 5, like this. Now scroll up and go under advanced tab. I want to give it some tricky margin. So first let's unbind the margin, and I want to give it in percentage. Can you see this little tiny percentage icon? Click here, then margin top 0 is fine. On the right I want to give it 20%. Bottom I want to give it 3, and on the left I also want to give it 20, like this. Do you like it? I personally like it. Okay, now underneath this paragraph, first I want to take an inner section. So let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon, drag an inner section underneath this paragraph here, and here is the interesting trick to create this cool looking feature section. Okay, for the moment, let's have a very close look what am I doing. So first I want to create another column. So right click here on this column icon and click on duplicate. Right now these 3 columns all are empty. So first on the left column, click on this column icon. I make this one width to 35%. Also the very right column, I want to make it width to 35%. So the left one is 35% and the right one is 35%. So you know the mid column has nothing to do. By default it's 30 pixel. Sorry, not pixel, 30%. Alright, so first at the mid column, I want to add an image. So let's click on this plus icon, drag an image widget inside this middle column. Let's now click here to choose an image. Go to upload files, select files. I want to select this one, click on open. Now click on insert media. So this is the image at the middle section. Now here on the left column, I want to add icon boxes like we have done at the top section here. So you know there is a quote, work smarter not harder. So why do I need to recreate this again? Just right click here on this pencil icon and click on copy. Now scroll down and inside this left column, right click here and click on paste. Boom. But here I want to make some changes on this. So to do it, let's go under style tab here. Remember right now our icon box is selected and we are under icon boxes style tab here. Now under this icon tab, here is the content. Let's click here. By default it's centered. I want to make it right aligned this time like this. Now I want to duplicate this one again. So right click on this pencil icon and click on duplicate. Boom. How cool is that? Okay, let's right click here again and click on copy. Now let's go to the right column here, right click here and click on paste. And I think you already guessed it. So we have now this icon box selected. Now let's go under style tab here, click on content. I want to make this one alignment to left like this. Now right click on this icon box again and click on duplicate. See how easily we have created this complex design using this awesome page builder. Now you know we can change all this heading, all these icons by ourselves. So I'm doing it really quick and coming back to you. Okay, I got back to you. We're doing really great. Our website is already looking super modern and super sleek. Let's now create our next section, that's social link section. So basically we will put our all social media links like our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social handle links, so people can click on that and they can easily find our social media. Alright, now let's click on this plus icon. This time again I want to use this single column structure. Let's make it also stretched and I want to give it a minimum height from here. Yep, 400 pixel is fine. Now let's go under style tab. I want to give it first a solid background color by clicking here on this classic or paintbrush tool icon. So first click on this color picker from here and you know I want to select this red color that we have chosen earlier. So let's click here. Now click outside. Here I want to show you another thing, like we already have given it a solid background color, but at the same time I also want to use a background image or a background pattern here. So to do it, let's click here on this image, go to upload files, select files, and I want to select this background pattern. Now click on open. Now click insert media. Can you see the nice pattern already here? But I also want to adjust the position. So here position I want to make it top left. Attachment default is fine. Repeat I want to make it no repeat, and size I want to keep it auto like this. It looks really great, the background color and this texture. Combining these two, it looks really great. Here again, first I want to add a heading, and I want to copy the heading from top. So now right click here and click on copy. Now scroll down and here right click. Now press on paste. But here instead of black color, I want to make it white. So let's go under style tab, and from here text color, I want to make it white like this. And instead of this text, I want it to say this: get social with your favorite apps. And then here underneath this main heading, I want to add another heading. So I just want to duplicate this one. Right click here and click on duplicate. Here instead of this text, I want it to say stay connected, and I want to make it bold. Also I want to add some letter spacing. So let's go under style tab and click on typography here. So from the very bottom, here is the letter spacing. I want to add 5 letter spacing like this. Alright, now underneath this heading, I want to add some social icons. So let's click here on this Rubik's Cube icon, and here I'm searching for social. Here it is, social icons. Let's drag this under the heading here. So by default, you can see here only Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. If you want to add more social links from left, like here you can see Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, just click here on add items. Here is new item added. Just click on this icon now. Then from here, let's say if you want to add your Skype, click here and click on insert. Your Skype is added. If you want to add more, click on add items again. Click on the icon. Let's say if you want to add your Pinterest, click here and select on insert. Let's add another one. Click here on add items, click on icon. And maybe you want to add your Twitter, so let's click here on Twitter and select insert. Oops, we already have Twitter here. Okay, let's delete this one and let's add another one. Click on add item, click on this icon. Okay, let's add your Tumblr here. Now click on insert like this. Now first, let's say on this Facebook icon, if you want to add your Facebook page URL, you can do that from here. First click on this Facebook to expand this panel. Here is the Facebook icon is fine, and here is the option to add links. Like here I'm adding my Facebook page URL, so I'm pasting my Facebook page URL here. It's done. On the same way, you can add your Twitter link here, you can add your YouTube channel link here, you can add your Skype, Pinterest, Tumblr account, all links just by clicking here and type the link inside this field. It's all done. Okay, now scroll up a little bit and let's now go under style tab. By default, the colors we can see here are the official color of them. So if you want to keep it like this, you can, but I want to make our custom color. So from here, color, click here and select the custom one. So from here you can select the primary color, secondary color. I want to change the secondary color to white like this, and let's now select our primary color. Actually I want to make our primary color to transparent, so no matter which color we are selecting, let's say if we select this bluish color, no matter, because I want to make it transparent. So to make any color transparent, you can see a bar here at the bottom. Just drag this bar to the very left like this. Cool. Now click outside. Now here I want to add some border around these icons. So to do that, here you can see border type. Let's select this and I want to give it a solid border. Border width, let's make it 2, and here's the option for border color. I want to make it white, and here's the option for border radius. Let's make it in percentage, and I want to make the border radius to 50% to make it fully rounded. Now here is more options for size. Like I want to make the size to 20, a bit smaller. The default padding is fine, but spacing I want to make it maybe 10. Yeah, it looks good. Then let's have a look. If we hover over on it, nothing happens. So I want to add some hover effect on it. So from left scroll down, here you can see icon hover. Let's click here. So on hover, let's select the primary color to a black color like this one, and then the secondary color, let's select the red color, and also border color, let's select a black color like this. So if we now hover over on it, you can see the hover effect. It looks really cool. I like it. Alright, so far we have done. To save our work, let's click on this update button here. So on this all sections, I have shown you how to do it. Everything from scratch, dragging the element from left and drop it to the right, how to increase decrease font size, font family, how to create icon boxes, all their typographies, how to create this cool looking structured section. Now I also want to show you another thing, as I already have created some sections for you already. So instead of doing everything from scratch, you can use that what I have already created for you. So to use that template, okay, first you may remember, if we want to create a new section, always you need to click on this plus icon. But in this time, as we are going to use ready template that I already have created for you, in this time we will be clicking on this folder icon. So let's click here. Now go to my templates. And as you can see, there is no template saved right now. By the way, before using my template, let me show you another thing. From here, if you click on blocks, you can see here some ready-made blocks that provided by Elementor. Some of them are pro. Like if you want to use this one, you can see a pro badge here. You need to purchase the pro license. Also this one under pro. These are all under pro. Some of them are free. Like if you want to use this one, it's a FAQ section. Then just click here on this insert button. Then you need to click on this get started button, and you can create a free personal account on elementor.com website. Then you can use those free blocks or free sections. So if you want to use any of that, you can do that. But now I want to show you how you can use the sections that I already have created for you. So for now, let's close this. Now click on this folder icon again. This time click on my templates here, and then click here on this up icon to import template. Let's click here. From there, click here on select file, this button, and then from inside the folder that I already have given you on the description, then from the downloaded file that I already have given you, you can see a folder says templates there. Let's go inside that folder, and then here you can see jfd-features-block.json file. Let's now click on this JSON file and click on open. Here it is. It says jfd features blocks. Let's now click on this green button, insert. Cool. So you can see underneath this social section, we have inserted the pre-made template that I created for you as a gift. So here is this section, and underneath this section, also underneath, you can see another section, and all these sections are editable. Like let's say if you want to change this text, you can do that. You already know how to do that. Oops, here I did a typo. It's the receive. It should receive. Okay, so you can change all these headings. You can change this image from here, this image to your own image. You already know how to change these images and how to replace this text with your own text. All these are editable. Also this section is also editable. And I want to show you another interesting thing. Let's say if you want to place this right column to the left and this left column to the right, how can you do that? Just grab this column icon here and drag it to the left like this. it's instantly reversed. How cool is that? By the way, if you don't want that, again you can just drag it to the right, or you can just simply press Ctrl Z, or if you are on a Mac you can press Command Z. Boom, it's instantly reversed again. Then here is another pre-made section that I already have created for you. So here on the left you can change it to your own image like I said. Also you can edit all this text with your text, also this text, all these buttons. In these buttons you can see there is no link, I only have put hashtag. So if I want to put the same link like this top banner, this one, let's select this button again and let's copy this link from here, and let's now scroll down at the very bottom section here. Now click on this button. Now replace this hashtag to the real app download page. Similarly you can do with this button as well. And again, doing all of this, don't forget to click on this update button to save your work. Alright, we are almost done with our website. Now I want to add our contact form here. And you know, having a working contact form inside of your website is really important. Otherwise, how could anyone contact with you? Because if you don't have contact form inside of your website, people will just visit your website, browse your website, but if they want, they cannot contact with you. So it's really crucial to have a contact form inside of your website. So let's now create our working contact form. And before that, I want to recall you something that we have already done at the very beginning of this tutorial. Like if we go to our WordPress dashboard, on plugins you see here is Elementor activated, and then we have activated essential add-ons for Elementor, also WPForms Lite, these plugins. I know you also have installed this plugin as you are following this tutorial step by step, but I'm remembering you about these two plugins this time, because without these two plugins we cannot make our contact form. So make sure you have these two plugins, essential add-ons for Elementor and the WPForms, activated on your WordPress website. Alright, now let's go back to our Elementor Page Builder. Now first create our section. So to do that, you know, let's click on this plus icon. Let's select the single column structure, click on stretch section. Now let's go to advanced, unbind the padding. I want to add 100 pixel padding at the top and 100 at the bottom. Now here again I want to add a heading first, and you know, I want to copy this from here, from any of these top sections. So let's copy this, right click here, copy it, and let's go to our contact form section and right click here, click on paste. But here instead of this text, I want it to say get in touch, then comma, say hello. Now let's go under style tab and click on typography. Because I want to give it a more letter spacing, let's add 4 like this. And let's now go under advanced tab here. Let's make the padding 0 and margin, let's unbind it first. I only want to add some margin at the bottom, maybe 20 or 25 pixel like this. Alright, now here underneath this heading, I want to add our contact form. So first let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon here. Here I'm searching for forms. Okay, let's search more specifically. I'm searching for WPForms. So this one, let's now drag this under this heading here, but we cannot see any form or anything here in this place. Because if we here have a look, here it says select form, and if we click here, nothing appears because we didn't have created any WP form. So for now, let's save this page. Let's click on this update button, and now let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. So from very top left, click on this hamburger icon and then click here exit to dashboard. Okay, so now from this left tab here you can see WP forms. Let's now click here on WP forms. Now from there click here add new. So first give it a name, our form name. I want to give this name to Jim's form, this one Jim's form. Actually we will hide it later so no one can see it. You can name it the way you want. And then here is the option for selecting template. If you want, you can start from a blank form, this one. Also you can start from a simple contact form that already pre-made. So I want to use this one, the simple contact form one. So let's click here, create a simple contact form. Alright, so here you can see the fields. Here is the name field. So here's the first name, last name, and here's the email. Then here is the comment or message option, and here is the submit button. So this is the default form. Let's say if you want to add another field, how can you do that? Let's say if you want to add another field for grabbing phone number. So here on the left you can see number. Let's click here. You can see a new field has been added here, numbers. And if we drag it to the top of this comment section, just click here and drag this at the top of comment field here. Then click here on this number field. Now you can see the options you can do with this number field. So here the label, it says numbers. Instead of that, if you want to say phone numbers or phone number, then also if you want, you can set a description from here, but I personally don't like that. And then here you can make it required. So if you want to make this field required, you can select this. So if people want to submit this form, they must have to put their phone number, but I think that's not a good idea. So I'm deselecting the required for phone number. So you can do these settings with each field. Like if you select on the email, let's click here on email. Here you can also see the required field, and of course you should make the email field required, because if they don't give their email address, how could you contact with them later? Alright, and then if you don't want any field that you have created, then you just need to click here on this delete icon. And let's say if you want to add more fields, then just click here on add fields. So you can add more checkbox options, more name fields, more email fields, reCAPTCHA fields. Also there are more fancy fields here, but if you want to use this, you need to purchase their Pro. But you know what, we can actually create a decent form using all these free options. Okay, now at the left, right now we are at the field tab. Let's now click on settings tab here, because on the field tab you see here it says submit, but here we don't have any option to change this submit text. So let's go to settings tab. So instead of submit, if you want it to say send, you can change it from here. And then here's the submit button processing text. So when anyone fills up all the field of the form and they click on send, until the message sent, that will show like sending ... That's really nice. And all this default option is fine. Let's now click here on notification. So here you can see send to email address. So this is basically the field where you want to receive the email. Like if anyone fill up the form and they click on submit or send button, where do you want to receive that email? By default it's set to admin email, so you will receive that email on the same email address you are using on your WordPress website. But instead of that, you can put here any of your Gmail address or Yahoo address or any other email you are using. Just make sure that's your active email address. So you can check that whenever anyone fills the form from your website. And here is the email subject. It says new entry, Jim's form. So basically when you will receive that email, the subject line will be this. You will get the email on this subject line. You can change it if you want. From name, it's Jim Fahad Production. As I have said this, you can change it the way you want. Also here is the from email, like this one you can change it as well. But if you don't change it, no worries. It will go to the email address that you are using for your WordPress website. And here's the reply to. You don't need to mess with this field because it will grab the email address that the user will put on the email field. So it will grab their email address automatically with this field ID equal 1, this property. So you also don't need to mess with this field. And here is the message. Never ever change this, otherwise you won't get the message. So basically this all fields means you will get their first name, last name, their email address, phone number, all the informations they have put inside that form. You will get that from here. You know what, actually you don't need to do anything with this. Only you can change this address to your other email address where you want to receive the email. Okay, let's now click on this confirmation tab. Like here, when anyone click on this submit or the send button, they can see this message instantly, like thanks for contacting us, we will be in touch with you shortly. If you want to change it to any other thing, you can do it from here, but the default one is fine for me. Also, instead of a message, you can also make an unique URL if you select this go to URL. So whenever anyone click on this submit or send button, after clicking on this submit button, if you want them to redirect to other page like a thank you page or to your other website, you can do that from here. You just need to put that URL here, but I want to keep it to message so they can see an instant message inside of that page. All right, so we have created our form, and this time don't forget to click on this save button here. So I'm clicking here to save this form. Alright, now click on this X to close this, and here you can see Jim's form is created successfully. Alright, now let's go to our pages. Click on all pages. This is our home page that we were creating. From here, let's click on edit with Elementor. Now let's scroll down at the very bottom of our page. So here we left off. Now let's click here on this pencil icon here. Now from here, WPForms, here you can see select form. If we now click on this, we can see here Jim's form that we have just created. Let's now select this one. Boom, we can see our contact form, but here we can see the name Jim's form. I don't want to show it here. So here you can see title. I want to turn it off by clicking here. It's gone. Alright, now let's go under style tab of WPForms. Right now you can see the form is full width, but I don't want that, so I want to add some margin. Here you can see for margin, let's first unbind the margin by clicking here, and I want to give the margin in percentage, so I'm clicking here on this percent icon, and I only want to give it 20% margin on the right and 20% margin on the left. It already looks decent, and let's now close this form container. Now let's open these labels because it looks too bold. So from here, let's click on typography, and I want to change the font weight to a lighter one, 300. Yep, it looks good. And then the last thing I want to change on this form is the send button, because if we have a look, our website has red kind of color in it, so I also want to change it to that. So to work with our button, we need to click here on this submit button. Click here. Now from here, first I want to change the background color. Let's click on this color picker. I want to select the red color, and then text color, I want to make it white like this. Then I want to add some border radius, maybe 8 pixel like this. Then I want to add some padding. Let's first unbind it. So 15 pixel at the top, 40 pixel at the right, 15 pixel at the bottom, and 40 pixel at the left, like this. Now let's click on this typography here because I want to make the font size to 16 pixel, also the font weight to 400, like this. Cool. Now let's go to the top and click on advanced. I don't want any extra margin, so I'm keeping it to 0, like this. Alright, our contact section looks great now. Let's now click on update to save our work. Now I want to add our footer, and I already have created the footer for you. So let's now click on this folder icon, go to my templates, and let's click on this import template icon here. Now click on select files, and from inside your download folder, inside templates folder, you can see here jfd-footer.json file. Select this one and click on open. Here it is, it says jfd apps-footer. Let's now click on this green insert button. Here we go. So here on the footer I have created a button, it says move to top. If we click here, that will jump us to the top of this page, and then here on the right, here is the social icons again, and here on the left you can add your privacy policy, terms of service, or disclaimer pages link here. Let's say if you don't have your privacy policy or terms of service pages ready, and if you don't want to use that, just right click here and you can delete it. And instead of that, if you want to just simply put a copyright text, then just click on this Rubik's Cube icon, drag a text editor here inside, then go under the style tab. From here you can change the text color to whitish or grayish color like this, and then instead of this text, go to content. Here you can put your copyright text like this, copyright 2020, and then your company name like this. So I'm just showing you how you can do that simple copyright text here on the left, but I want to go back to the privacy policy page links. So here I want to show you another thing, like I have changed several things here, and if I now want to go back to an earlier revision, all we need to do from left, here you can see history. Let's click here. Here we can see all the revisions we have done for this page. So it's like time machine of our website. So if we click here, we can go back one stage back. Then if we click here, or let's go back to here, yes, we go back to that stage. Cool. Alright, so let's say if you want to add one more page link here, how can you do that? Just click on this pencil icon, and here you can see privacy policy. It's an icon list. So here you can see privacy policy. If we click here, you can see the text privacy policy that we can see here, privacy policy. And then here is the option for link, so you can put your privacy policy pages link here. Also here is the terms. If we click here, terms of service, you can put your terms of service page URL here. Let's say if you want to add another page link here, all you need to do, click here on this add item. Here you can see an icon, but I don't want this icon, so let's click on this delete icon. That check mark is gone, and here instead of list item, let's say we want to add our disclaimer page, so let's type disclaimer. Then you can put your disclaimer page URL link here this way, and you can click here to minimize it. And if you don't want this disclaimer page, you can click here on this X to delete that. By the way, I will show you shortly how you can create this privacy policy or terms of services page really easily, because you know these kind of pages are not kind of creative pages. You only need to put some kind of heading and paragraphs like that. So I will show you shortly how to create this kind of privacy policy or terms of service or disclaimer pages. Now here let's have a look. If we go to the bottom, here we can see another footer, but we already have created a footer by ourselves, so we don't need this footer anymore. So let's remove this footer, but before that, again, don't forget to click on this update button to save our work, whatever we have done. And let's now go back to our WordPress dashboard by clicking on this hamburger icon and click on exit to dashboard. Now here from appearance, let's click on customize here. Now if we scroll down to the very bottom of our page, here we can see the footer that we have created, and here we can see another footer that came with Astra Theme by default. So if we want to hide it from left, we need to click here on footer, then click on footer bar, and we need to click on the very first option, this one, disable option. It's gone. Let's now click on publish. Now click this X to exit. Now let's go to front end of our website to have a look how it is looking. So click on the visit site. So here is our website header, and then this top banner looks great, and then here is the screenshot sections looks great. Then if we scroll down, here is the overview section, looks really clean. Now let's scroll down. Here we can see our cool features section, and then here is our social media links, looks great. And here is some bonus sections that I have given you as gift. And here is the download section. Underneath that, here is our working contact form, and then here is our footer. Everything looks perfect. Also, we will check our website from tablet and mobile device shortly. Before that, I want to show you something why I have created these jump buttons. The purpose was, if we click on these screenshots, that jumps us to this screenshot section. If we click on this overview, that jumps us to this overview section, like that. But if we now click on our screenshot section, it doesn't work. Okay, so to make it work, let's click here on edit with Elementor. And you may remember on our WordPress dashboard when we were creating our menus, like here, if we expand the screenshots, here you can see we have put URL, hashtag screenshots, overview URL to hashtag overview. Can you remember? Also here, if we expand the home, here you can see we have put the URL to hash top. Now you can understand why I have done that. So let's now go back to our Elementor Page Builder. So our goal is, when we click on screenshots, that jumps us to this section. So to make it happen, let's first click on the 6 dot icons of this screenshot section. Then let's go to under advanced tab. Here you can see an option for putting CSS ID. So here I want to put the ID name that we have used as the URL of this screenshot menu. Now let's make the CSS ID to screenshots and then click on update. If we now go to the top and click on screenshots, now that jumps to the screenshot section. So the next section is overview. So let's go to the overview section. Here let's click on these 6 dots. Go to advanced and CSS ID, let's make it overview. Then here is the features. So let's scroll down, and this is our features section. Let's click on these 6 dots, go under advanced tab, CSS ID. Now let's name it features. Then we have got here download and contact. So let's scroll down. Here is our download section here. So let's click on this 6 dot, go to advanced tab, CSS ID, let's name it download. Remember, these CSS IDs are identical to the name of these URLs. Like if we go to here, download and expand it, here you can see URL is hashtag download. That's why we are using inside Elementor Page Builder the CSS ID download without the hashtag here. Simple. Let's now go to the contact section here. Let's click on this 6 dot, go to advanced tab, CSS ID, let's make it contact. Now click on save or update button. Now let's go to the very top. Oh, and I forgot to name the top banner CSS ID. So let's click on these 6 dots, go to advanced tab and CSS ID, I want to name it top. Alright, now click on update button to save our work. Now if we want to preview our work, we need to click here on this eyeball icon. Let's click here. So if we now click on screenshots, that jumps to the screenshot section. If we click on overview, that jumps to the overview section. Alright, everything is working perfectly. And if we now click on contact, that jumps to the contact section. Also at the very bottom of our footer, if we click on move to top, that jumps to the top of our website. Cool. Now we only need to create our logo and put that on the left top of our website, and then checking the responsiveness of our website that it looks perfect from mobile device and tablet device. Okay, let's now create our logo. To create our logo, we will be using an online software that is logomaker.com. It's logo maker without the E, so logomaker.com. So if we go to this website, first you can see a video pops up. It basically the instruction how to create a logo, but I will show you how to do that. So let's close this one. So first, from this top search bar, I'm searching for app, as we are creating app landing website. So I'm typing here app and let's now hit enter. Here you can see tons of vector icons. Let's select any of them. I like this one. Let's click on it. You can basically drag it like this. You can minimize it. I mean, you can make it smaller like this, or you can make it bigger like this. Then if you want to change its color, just go to this color wheel here and let's select a reddish color to make it match with our website. So I want to keep it on the left, and then on the right I want to add some text. So to add any text from left, here you can see the text symbol. Let's click here. Then you can type your word inside it. So I want to type JFD, then space, and then apps. Then now click here on this icon, so we can make it left aligned by clicking here. Let's now click outside, and also you can drag it to the position you like. Then you can also change the color of this text from this color wheel. Let's make it also red. And then if you want, you can change the font family of it. To do that, from top here you can see some type or category. Like if you want to have a fun and funky type font, let's click here. Then you can see a fun and funky type font. You can select different fun and funky type font from here, right? Maybe this one, chewy, like this. But as our website is not a fun and funky type website, so first I'm selecting the simple and modern option here, and then from font let's select the antique one. Then also you can resize it by dragging like this. You can make it more bigger by dragging it from this corner like this. Also on this icon, click here. I want to make it smaller like this to adjust with the text, and let's drag it to make it align with the text in this way. Also, if you select both the icon and text together, now this both icon and text is selected together, you can Now make it bigger or smaller by dragging the corners. Have fun with it until you are 100% happy. So when you are happy with it, just go to the very top right corner and click on this save logo icon. It says if you want to download the high resolution files, you need to pay them $19. But you know what, we want to use this only at the top of our header, so we don't necessarily need high resolution image for that. So let's click here, no thanks, download low resolution file. Let's click here. So you can see it's downloaded, so you can find that inside of your download folder. Alright, now let's go back to our website. Now if we want to use that logo here on the left top, first let's click here, customize, and from this customizer from left here, click on header, then click here on site identity. Here you will find the option for uploading logo, so let's click here, select logo. Now let's go to upload files, select files. Now you can select the image from your downloaded folder. I have already that logo inside this images folder here, so this one, let's click on open. Now click on select. Now here's the cropping option, because we have lot of white space, we don't need that, so let's crop this. Let's drag it to the left like this. I want to add more space on the right like this. Also I want to reduce some space from top, also some spaces from bottom like this. Alright, let's now click on crop image. Here we go. But it looks super big, so you can reduce the logo width from here by dragging it to the right or left. I personally like small logos like 150 or 60. Yep, 160 looks good. And we don't need the site title. So from left, let's scroll down. Here you can see site title. So let's deselect this one, display site title. It's gone. Now our header looks really cool. I like it. Now if we scroll down from this left bar, here also you'll find the tagline. By default, it's deselected, so you don't need to worry about that. Then here you can see the option for site icon. Like if we go to jimfahaddigital.com, you can see an fav icon, a little tiny icon at the top of this browser. This is the fav icon or site icon. So if we want to add this site icon into our website, let's click here on this site icon, click on select site icon, go to upload files, select files, and you will find that inside that images folder I want to select this one, the little tiny one. Now click on open, click on select. I don't wanna crop this one, so let's click on skip cropping. Awesome, you can see now the fav icon at the top of the browser. So when we are done, let's click on publish to save our work. Now let's click on this X icon to exit. Awesome. Now before checking our website's responsiveness, you may remember on the footer here we have created page links like privacy policy and terms of service. I told you I will show you how to create these kind of basic pages really easily using Elementor Page Builder, because these pages like privacy policy or cookie policy disclaimer pages, you need to keep these pages always simple, easy to read. Let's have a look on some example. If we go to entrepreneur.com and if we scroll down at the very bottom of this website, here you can see their terms of use, privacy policy, cookies policy page. If we click on their cookies policy page, you see these pages are pretty simple, only a simple header and some text. Then if we scroll down, some bullet points, very simple page. So let's see how you can create these kind of pages, because if you're a business owner, you may need to create your privacy policy page or disclaimer page. Okay, so to create a page, let's first go to our WordPress dashboard, and from there you already know, let's go to pages, to all pages. Now click at the very top here, add new. Let's name this page privacy policy. Now click here, publish, click again on publish. Now click here, edit with Elementor. So here first let's take a section, click on this plus icon, let's select this structure, let's make it stressed. Now go to advanced, unbind the padding, let's add 100 pixel padding at the top and 100 pixel padding at the bottom. Now click on this Rubik's Cube icon and drag a heading inside this section. So here let's type JFD apps privacy policy. Then now go to style. You already know that how to mess with the headings. So let's now click on text color, let's make it black color. Now let's go to typography here, click here, let's make it 50 pixel font size, font weight, let's make it 300. All right, now let's click on this Rubik's Cube icon and let's drag a text editor underneath this heading here. Now here inside I only want to put some dummy text. Okay, let's copy some text from entrepreneur.com. Let's copy this text only to show you. So I'm copying it from here and let's go back to our website. Then inside this text editor I'm just pasting it. See how easily we can create this kind of privacy policy page. On the same way you can create disclaimer page or terms of use page. And on the left this text editor is super easy. Like if you want to create any text bold, just select that text. Let's say this website. Okay, under the website, let's say if you want to make this together with any related subsites, you can just grab this text and from top here click on this bold icon. You see it's instantly bolded here. Then if you want to make anything italic, just select the specific word and click on this italic icon. Simple. You see here content associated is italic. Then here you can see www.greenentrepreneur.com. So let's say if you want to make it a link, just select this text and then click on this insert link icon. Then type the website URL wherever you want to link it and then just click here to apply. See here www.greenentrepreneur.com is linked to greenentrepreneur.com. So it's super easy to use, you already understand that. And let's say if you want to add the global footer here also, all you need to do just click on this folder icon here, go to my templates. Here is the JFD apps footer. Let's click on this green insert icon. Our footer is added on this page as well. So to save it, let's just click on this update button. See how quickly we have created our privacy policy page. So let's now go back to our WordPress dashboard. So if we now want to preview this privacy policy page, on the top here you can see a button says preview. So let's click here. So we can see here is our privacy policy page, here is the footer, here is all this text, here is our header, and this is the URL of our privacy policy page. So let's now just copy this URL from here and let's now go to our main home page because we want to link this page URL to here at the footer privacy policy in this place. So to do it, let's click here, edit with Elementor on this page, the home page. Let's now scroll down to the very bottom of our page. Here, let's now click on this pencil icon. From left, expand the privacy policy. And here you can see the link option. Let's paste the URL of our privacy policy page. That's it. Let's now click on update to save it. On the same way, you can create your terms of service page and you can link it to here. On the same way, you can create your disclaimer page and then link that page URL here. Very easy. Alright, now you may ask me, Jim, you didn't show us how to create cool animations inside of a website. No worries, I got your back. I'm showing you how easily you can create cool animations. Let's say if you want to add an animation on this image. First, let's click here on this column icon. Now let's go to Advanced tab here. Then here you can see motion effects. Let's now click here. You can see here in trends animation, let's click here, let's select fade in left. See how smoothly it's coming from left to right. Also here's the option for animation duration. By default it's normal, but you can select it to fast like this, or you can select it to slow like this. Cool. Okay, let's keep it to normal. Also, if you want some animation delay, you can set it from here. Like if you want 1 second of delay, that means 1000 ms. So you can put the value here 1000. Oops, not 100, 1000. So the animation delays for 1 second and then it comes from left to right. Actually 1000 ms is too much. Let's keep it 500 like this. Cool. And not only on column level, you can add animation on any single widget. Like here you can see a heading widget. Let's click on this pencil icon, then from left go to advanced, scroll down a bit. Here you can see motion effects. Click here in trends animation. For this, let's select the zoom in one. Cool. If we select it to slow, awesome. Also you can apply it to anything. Like if we go to this inner section and go to advanced tab, let's select the motion effects. In trends animation, let's select for this one fade in up like this. Cool. So in the same way you can apply any animation to any column or widgets or sections the way you want. And whatever you do, don't forget to click on this update button to save your work. Alright, now we are at the very last step of our website. Now we will check how our website is looking on mobile device and tablet. So to check responsiveness of our website, first we need to click here at the very bottom. You can see here responsive mode icon. Let's click here and first let's click on tablet to see how it looks on tablet device. Okay, our header looks fine, and on the right our main navigation becomes a hamburger. That's great. If we click here, the menu items drops down nicely. If we click on this X, it's hidden. Perfect. Now let's have a look on this top banner. It looks super big on tablet device. So first let's click on the section icon here. First I want to reduce the minimum height of this only on tablet device. So here you can see minimum height, and beside that here you can see a tablet icon. So whatever change we will make here, it will be only applicable for tablet device. It won't harm the desktop view. So also for this one, let's select the VH and let's drag it to the right, maybe a more less. Okay, let's keep it 50 on tablet, and then I want to reduce the font size of this text. So let's click here on this pencil icon, go to under style tab. Now let's click on typography. Let's change the font size for tablet device. And again, as long as you see the tablet icon, it will only applicable for tablet device. So let's drag this like it. Let's make it 35 pixel. It looks perfect now. And also I want to fix these buttons because you see these two buttons looks way different. So first let's click on this left column here, and on tablet device I want to make its width to 40%. Then let's select the second one column icon here. Also I want to make this one width to 40%. It looks perfect now. Also you may remember on desktop we have added some padding at the top, but on tablet device we don't need that. So let's click on this 6 dots icon, go to advanced tab, let's unbind the padding. Now the banner looks perfect on tablet device. Okay, let's go to our next section. This section looks perfect on tablet, but here these screenshots looks too big. So instead of 2 on tablet device, I want to display 3 images at a time. So let's click on this pencil icon, icon of this carousel. So here on the left you can see slides to show, and also you can see here the tablet icon, so it will only applicable for tablet device. So let's click here and I want to select 3 images. Perfect. Now let's go to the next section. Here in this section everything looks perfect, but I think here is the padding at the top and bottom is too much on the tablet. So let's now click on this 6 dot, go to advanced. Let's now unbind the padding, and here I want to add 50 pixel padding at the top and 50 pixel at the bottom. Right now it looks perfect. The next section, it looks perfect, but this portion looks kind of weird. So I want to make this column vertically centered. So to do it, let's click on this column icon here. So from left here you can see vertical align, and here also you can see the tablet icon. So let's make it vertical alignment to middle like this. Now it looks way better. Now let's go to the next section. It looks perfect. This section looks perfect. This one looks great. Download section looks perfect. Here is the contact form looks perfect, and here is our footer looks perfect. All right. Now let's go to our mobile view. From here, responsive mode, click here. Let's now click on mobile. Okay, on mobile here the header looks perfect. Here on the left we can see the logo, and here on the right we can see the hamburger. If we click on this hamburger, the menu items pops up perfectly, and if we click on X it disappears. But here this image comes first and then we can see other text. It looks kind of weird, right? What if only on mobile device we can make this image to the bottom and this section at the top? Is that possible? Yes, it's possible. Elementor makes that possible for us. So to do that, first click on this 6 dot icon, and from under advanced tab, under motion effects, here you can see responsive. So not on tablet but on mobile device, here you can see reverse columns. So columns will only reversed on mobile device. So let's turn it on for this section. Click here. Awesome. So now the image is at the bottom of this section and all this text are at the top of this section, but we need to fix it a bit. Like I think we need to add some breathing space at the top on mobile device. So let's now click on 6 dots here, and then from under advanced tab click here advanced, unbind the padding, and let's add 50 pixel of padding at the top on mobile device, because you can see here mobile icon. So this padding will be applicable for only mobile device. It won't harm the desktop view or tablet view. As long as you can see mobile device icon, it's only applicable for mobile device. Alright, now I want to make these buttons alignment center. So let's now click on this pencil icon, and from here alignment on mobile, let's make it centered. Also for this button, let's click here on this pencil icon, and for mobile device let's make the alignment to center. Now this top banner looks perfect. Now let's go to the next section. It looks perfect on mobile device, but on this section this heading is looking too big. So let's now click on this pencil icon. Let's go to style tab, click on typography, and only on mobile device I want to make the font size to 30 pixel. Yep, it looks perfect. Now let's scroll down. All this looks perfect. This area looks fine, but I think we need to reduce the margin from this paragraph. So let's click here on this pencil icon. Now go to under advanced tab. Let's unbind the margin. It looks perfect now. Then let's scroll down. You can see it's aligned on the right. This one also aligned on the right. Here this mobile image looks perfect, and here actually it looks perfect to display as left aligned. So also I want to make these two left aligned on mobile device. So to do it, let's click on this pencil icon. Now let's go to style tab. Let's expand the content, and only on mobile device I want to make the alignment to left. Awesome. Let's do the same with this icon box. Let's click on this pencil icon, go to style, expand the content, and let's make it left aligned. See how easily we can manage the responsiveness of our website using this amazing page builder. Okay, let's now scroll down to our next section. It looks perfect. Now let's scroll down. This section looks perfect. Now here is our download section. It looks perfect. And here is our form section. It looks perfect, but we can reduce the margin from the left and right. So to do it, let's click on this edit icon. Let's go to style tab of this WPForms. Now from here you can see form margin. Let's first unbind it. Now let's select the % and let's add only on mobile device. On right 5% of margin, and on the left I want to add 5% of margin. Right now it looks perfect. Now let's scroll down. Here is our global footer. It looks perfect on mobile device, and if we click on move to top, it jumps to the top of our website. Perfect. Alright, now don't forget to click on this update button to save your work. So we have successfully completed our WordPress website. It looks perfect on mobile device. Also, if we go to now tablet device, it looks perfect on tablet device as well. And if we go to the desktop device, it looks perfect. Awesome! Everything is looking and working great. We have successfully made our complete website and it's now live. Congratulations! Alright guys, so that was how to create a WordPress website step by step. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more awesome videos on how to create a website from scratch, how to make money with your websites, and all sorts of awesome helpful website related videos, then please hit that subscribe button on this channel. You will not be sorry. Alright guys, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. For now, bye bye.